Hello. I hope everyone is having an excellent start to their month. It is a very special month, as I'm sure you guys all know, because it is Art Fight. July 1st means Art Fight, and I am so excited. I don't know about you guys. I got so easily distracted. That's why I'm teensy-weensy a little bit late, so I'm going to go ahead and switch screens here. Hello! We are back for another year, and it is very exciting. I know that, first of all, let's just say for the themes that we got this year, Crystal versus Fossils was a very popular theme. Way before they even announced it, it was doing very well in all the little spaces that I was listening to, and we were chatting about Art Fight. Everybody seemed super thrilled, super pumped for Crystals versus Fossils, so I'm really excited for that for all of us. And allow me to just say, I'm gonna have to bring a couple things down here. First of all, I'm gonna just drop this down here because they honestly just released a new update newsletter on the website. I know the website has kind of been like touch and go so far today, just because it is the first, and that is tradition. If ever we had a tradition, that would definitely be one of them. When the website is up, you can see the new newsletter, and they just dropped some new merch, you guys. I'm really excited about this. I know we briefly touched on it in the previous stream, and we'll go over it a little bit more. But first, let me say hello to everyone. Hi, Cam. Hello, Raincoats. Good to see you, Ram. So glad you made it. Rain, hello. Good to have you here. Artbreaker, Super Speed, hello. You are the fastest artist I know, Artbreaker. So if you are already dropping attacks, I would honestly not be surprised. Ram chat, how do some people already got full bodies out as attacks? I hear you. We were just talking about that in Discord before I remembered I was supposed to be streaming. So I had to load up my streaming software so we could get started. Abstracted, hello, Animated, good to see you. Abstracted says, I was so jumpy right now. Haha, it's Art Fight time. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're obviously off to a great start. I hope you guys are off to a great start. I know I saved my bookmarks in a folder. I'm sure a lot of you did as well. And I'm gonna like preview guys my folder here. Like, I have a whole folder just set up for this. And in here I've got obviously some theme related content. I did update, I don't know if you guys saw this on my profile. I did update my team card. I found this design on DeviantArt, and if you click on it on my ArtFight profile, excuse me, if you click on it on my ArtFight profile, it will take you to the template on DeviantArt where the original designer uploaded it so that you can use it too. Just saying, but I just really liked it for Team Fossils. It has like these little dinosaur footprint holes for your characters. I loved it. I thought it was cute. Anyway, but then down here you can see all of these screenshots are bookmarks. I was prepared. I saved not just the reference images, but also in the screenshot I made sure to include the character owner, the character serial number, which is up here, and all of that. And if we page through here really quickly, we'll notice that, or for those of you that are in the Webtoon community, you might notice that these are a lot of Webtoon or webcomic characters. That's like the one piece of preparation I did this year was plan my bookmarks. Like my goal, I feel so underprepared, you guys, for 2025 because I was so embedded in the Webtoon contest that I didn't really give Art Fight the early attention that it usually gets. So I do feel less prepared than usual, but I think I have the experience to get me through it, so I'm okay. Artbreaker, I've got a couple of attacks done, but I'm waiting till the website is usable before I upload. That is wise. That is a wise choice so you don't accidentally double post or something like that. That sounds good. So before I get started on some attacks and we like figure out who I'm going to draw for first, I just wanted to quickly look at this because they added some new stickers and they do look like they're holographic. Yeah, it says right there, holographic. So they've got some. So for Team Crystal, it's holographic. And then for Team Fossils, the sticker is a glow-in-the-dark sticker, which is cool. I didn't even know that you could do that. And then, of course, there is the Art Fight logo with the Crystal and Fossils like splatter back here as like part of the icon. I think it looks super great. Probably going to order some of these. I'm not going to do it right this second because it is the first of the month and I got to make sure I pay my bills first. You guys know the drill. Like, being an adult is hard. We got to be responsible. We gotta use our money wisely, and we gotta do all that boring stuff. So I gotta do that first, and then we'll see where I'm at. But I definitely do want these. So I think at some point, even if it's not right now, at some point, I'm gonna wanna pick up some of these. It does say they're open for pre-orders until July 31st. So we have the entire art fight in order to put in our orders. If that's something you guys are interested in, I know it's something I'm interested in. They've got some keychains as well. It does look like this one that we had looked at last stream is sold out now, so you can no longer pick up the 2024 keychain. But that's okay, because there's all this new stuff, and we have all month long to think about it. Raincoat says, for some reason, I'm so much calmer for art fight right now than I expected. But maybe it's because I was busy watching a horror movie before. Yeah, it could be. Your brain is like not in art fight mode yet. I don't know if you can tell from how fast I'm talking, but I am so hyped. I am on my second cup of coffee, so maybe that might, be a little bit part of it. That might have something to do with it. I do have the art fight website tab open. It looks like we're not going to see, and this was mentioned in the newsletter too, so it's not like a huge surprise, but we're not going to be seeing the new banners quite yet for this year's theme. So as you're refreshing, you're going to see it kind of bounce back and forth between Seafoam and Stardust. They said in about a week they plan to have the new banners released. So this should be thematic about a week from now, or a week into art fight, and we'll start seeing the new banners. Raincoats, how are people so fast? I do not know, honestly. So you guys want to have like a real honest moment here, like real honest discussion for a second. Like here's the Stardust. So we just saw the Seafoam, now we're seeing the Stardust banner. So yeah, that's what we were just talking about. But I first came over here and I saw that this, when I very first opened this up, 15 minutes after art fight began, you guys, it said 30% fossil and over 60% was crystal. And I was like, how has crystal made that many attacks yet? And so I clicked on it and I went in here to look at recent attacks. And I was just floored. Like, not now, because now it's been a whole hour. So like this all makes sense. But like I was floored when I first opened this 15 minutes into art fight, and there were full body, fully rendered, like colored complex characters, not just simple shaped characters, but like straight up humanoid characters with complex body shapes, complex outfits, all submitted within the first 15-16 minutes of art fight. And honestly, that crushed me a little bit. I've been doing art fight for 9 years, and that was the first time I started art fight feeling like my heart was a little bit crushed by the fact that we were 15 minutes into the game and we were already losing. Now it's like a little bit more even. It's kind of close to being a 50-50 split. But in the first 15 minutes, we were like already losing by like 2/3. We were being dominated 2/3 of the players were killing us on Team Crystal because they were submitting so early. And that was disappointing. We make all of these videos, not just me, but other art fight YouTubers make all these videos reminding you guys every single year not to start drawing until the timer runs out. And somehow people still chose to draw early, and then they're not even very good at hiding it, because then they get so excited, they submit right away. Like as soon as it opens, they started submitting. So 15 minutes in, there's like, I don't even know how many submissions there were, but there was enough to like tip the scales very, very far in Crystal's favor. Not blaming all Crystal, guys. I'm just saying what I saw. And those early submissions, some of them, I believe, like some of them were like pencil drawings and they were just submitting like sketches. And I absolutely believe they did that in the first 15 minutes. But then some of them were really questionable. And Briar Rose is saying the moderators will notice. Yeah, they absolutely will. And that's why I gave the warning in my last stream, like, please do not be that person. Do not draw ahead of time. Do not submit artwork in like in the first 15 minutes that very clearly took longer than 15 minutes to draw. Because the mods do notice, and they do take back your points. And if they find that you're in violation of the rules, they will ban your account. So it's just not worth it. Like, not only are you kind of taking the air out of the game for everybody that catches what you're doing, like I felt a little deflated when I saw what was happening in the first 15 minutes, I've been playing this game for almost a decade, and this is the first time I felt like that kick in the chest. And so you're, as somebody who, if you are somebody who couldn't resist and you cheated, you're not, it's not the worst thing in the world. First of all, I'm not saying, oh, you're a terrible person. I'm not saying that. It's not the worst thing in the world. But you are responsible for kind of causing other people that feeling. And you're also risking your ability to play this game in the future, because if you get caught, your account will get banned. And that's just not fun for you. And I don't want that for anybody. So please, especially young people who are... I suspect that it's probably mostly young people who just couldn't resist, you know, just like when you're really young and you try to like spy on Santa Claus on Christmas night because you just are so excited. Like, I understand the excitement. I understand that you're not meaning to do any harm, but I just don't want to see your accounts get banned because you were too excited. So please do not participate. I know it's a little bit too late now, but I'm saying for future reference, you're watching this stream, you understand like how I felt when I saw it, how other people feel when they see it, and the risk that these creators who did it are taking this year. Don't do that. Don't be a part of that problem next year. If you already did it this year, just don't do it again. That's all I can say. All right, let's keep it moving. Team CPUM, we're gonna win, says Cam. Yeah, that's a little too 2024, if you ask me. Dragon Fox, hello, welcome to the stream. I feel they started early, which is against the rules. Yeah, it is. It's kind of what we were like getting at earlier. Winter, hi, good to see you. Artbreaker says at least hide it better. Yeah, that was like one of the things I said in Discord. I was like, yeah, if you're gonna lie, at least lie better. Like, be a better liar and try not to get caught. Like, don't submit in the first 15 minutes. Wait an hour and then submit. Even if you cheated and you drew it yesterday, don't let us see that. Don't let us figure it out. You gotta hide it better. So yeah, if you're gonna lie better. This is Caitlin, by the way. This is one of my characters. I received this art from another webtoon creator. I had picked his comic for a live stream with Apollo, and as a thank you, he drew this fan art for my character, and I love it so much I made it my wallpaper for my background. But we're gonna go ahead and pull up Clip Studio. Let's get that started, and while that loads, I also think that we should be looking at these art fight references, because I need to pick a character. I need to pick a character for us to draw on stream. And while you guys are here, if you're drawing, oh, I can start some music as well. Let me get some music started for us, so that if you're just playing my live stream in the background while you draw, you have something to listen to. Somebody, like, I'll be chatting. You can listen to me chat. But also, I just want to have like a tiny bit of background music, just for vibes. Just for vibes. I just gotta find, I think it's in, what folder is it in? This folder. Okay, cool. So I am on the right account, aren't I? Yeah, I'm streaming this as PerryPictures. Okay. For a second, YouTube was telling me that I was on my gaming account, so I was a little confused there. But now we're gonna go to Audio Library. We're gonna get this music going, and then we are going to start drawing. I know you guys have probably already started. Who has already started drawing? I know Artbreaker said that they already had. Who else has started drawing? Have you finished your first attack? That's what I want to know. Who has finished their first attack? Briar Rose says, I have. Raincoats says that they have started drawing. Abstracted, working on the first attack right now. Cam's sketch is done. I'm starting with line art. That sounds good. Artbreaker's got a couple. She's the fastest artist I know, so that doesn't surprise me. Artbreaker's also the colorist on not Venerable, goodness gracious, on Love Cursed Queen of Rogues. So any of these characters you're seeing right here on my page, Artbreaker colored them for the comic. So if you like what you see, make sure you check out Artbreaker's art fight profile. Oh, also make sure you drop in the chat your profile name. So like for your art fight account, hang on a second. I just want to make sure that you guys are connecting over the Discord chat. So if you have, while you're here, like nudge, nudge, wink, wink, everybody that's in the chat right now is an active player. This is the perfect time to find players who are most likely participating this year. You're not gonna get it like a sleeping account, a sleeper account that's not participating and accidentally draw something for them that they might not see till next year if they're not playing this year. Everybody here in the chat right now is playing this year. So let's start sharing those profile names so people can look you up. And also I'm gonna go ahead and pin mine to the top of chat just in case anybody feels like attacking me. My profile says all of my, all of my goals, standards, practices, what you can expect from me as like far as revenge goes, and all of that kind of stuff. So if you're curious, you know where to look, you know where to check it out, you know where to get answers. All right, now that we've got the music going, let's pick a character. I really do want to I really do want to draw this character at some point. That's why I bookmarked him, but I think that's not a warm-up character. So I need a character that maybe is a little bit more warm-up ready. Something I got some simple shape characters in here. Look at how cute this little mushroom mage is. Okay, this one's not technically a webtoon character. It's one that I had in my bookmarks last year that I didn't get around to that I just adore. So I saved it this year too. And then this cute little tomato frog. I don't know about you guys, but this year, I don't know. I haven't like really decided. I'm probably gonna do a mixture of digital art and traditional. Just depends on my mood, my day, and where I'm at. Because I do have some places I won't be able to stay home all of Art Fight. I've got a family trip on 4th of July and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to go native. I'm gonna have to go traditional at some point if I plan on drawing every day. But that said, like, look how cute this little tomato plant is. The reason why I wanted to show you this, and this one next to it, this like sunflower looking character, is because I got into gardening within probably the last 2 months. I'm super fresh, you guys. I'm super new to gardening, but I'm like getting obsessed. And now I am so interested in plant-based characters. So if you have a plant-based character, share it with me in my Discord because I want to see them. I am becoming like super interested in character designs based on plant life. So like this little tomato guy, he's super cute. And this dandelion dandy character is super cute. Okay. Oh man, I think maybe I want to start with you, Sarah Looncroft. Maybe this is who I want to start with. I'm going to open them up. I've got them on my other screen for reference, and actually, oops, that's not what I wanted. I didn't even know I could click that button and do that. I want to open it up here too. So let's go back to my archive folder and pull them up for reference in here. Yes, okay, cool. And this is Poyo's, it's not Poyo's, silly me. This is, scroll, Winter Melon's character. Oh, and Winter's in the chat. How exciting. Winter, I'm going to draw Usura, so spoiler alert, I guess. Yeah, we're going to start with your character today. This is the plan. Did the stream crash? I hope not. Hello, Zohan. Good to see you. I'm glad you made it. This music is crazy. I should have learned this in the previous stream, but apparently I didn't. So we're going to jump ahead a little bit and try to like listen to something maybe a little different. Because that was a little bit wild. Okay, I am getting so distracted. I've got so many things on my screen. I'm looking at like Discord comments. And also looking at my reference. Oh, for reference. What do you guys use for reference? I have my Pinterest boards that I've been using for a couple of years now. So I know Pinterest has kind of gone to the dogs as far as like getting overcrowded with AI art. But I do have my Pinterest board that was like established a long time ago, like pre-AI, like before the AI flood. So if you guys are interested, can I copy this and share it with you guys? Let me see. I am like having such an issue right now with with my live stream not wanting to open up the chat window. So let me try this. If you guys are interested in my Pinterest board, there's the link to it. Hopefully that works. And then I kind of like to look for inspiration in here, references in here before I decide the pose or the expression or how I want to draw a character. So right now I'm gonna pull this to the side. Nope, that's not what I wanted. This needs to be up here. Right where it was. Okay, cool. That's back to how it should be. How is that showing up on the live stream too? Is the music where it's supposed to be? Kind of. That's close enough. It's in the little music line. I can read it. It says a fool's theme. We're giving credit where credit's due. Okay, perfect. So back to this. I've got my reference over here of the character, and then I've got my Pinterest board here. And chat over here. Nurse, spoilers, says Winter. I know, sorry. You're gonna have a little bit of spoilers. At least I know to start my revenge. Yeah, unfortunately, you're gonna get a little bit of a head start on that, but that's okay. Ram, I hate AI art. Every time I look up for a reference of pose, I see AI and like, leave me alone. I get that. I do. That's why I'm so glad that my Pinterest board was like established a long time ago before all that happened. So I've kind of like got all my references before it became difficult to fish them out. Oops. Briar Rose says, I've checked out some of your pins. I've almost accidentally texted you an image before in Pinterest because of it. That's okay. I would be very confused, but I don't mind. It's okay. So I'm going to open up this tab for clothing because she's got, our reference here has like some pretty detailed clothing on. So I might want some clothing references. And then the other thing, let me go ahead and start looking for poses. I got chibis, I've got backgrounds, I've got hair, hats, wings, poses. Here we go. Ram says, I looked up for dinosaur references, but a lot of it was AI, and I don't want to see a dinosaur with actual chicken feet. That's interesting. Are you gonna watch the new Jurassic Park that came out? Is it out yet? I think it's in theaters, isn't it? I think it is. I might be wrong. Okay, so poses. What pose do I want for our lovely lady? It doesn't have to be exact. I just need inspo. I kind of like this. This is kind of inspiring. I don't know if she's got a weapon. Like, let's look over the side here. Okay. What about... Oh, and I didn't capture... That's a mistake I made when I screenshot these. I didn't include the bio, so oops. I could have helped myself out a little bit by including a bio. Yusura is a professor, age 28, beautiful blue hair. This is also kind of cute. Maybe we'll do this one. I kind of like this. I think we could do this. Let's move this over. Can I make this bigger? Yes, perfect. All right, so now we need a canvas. So let's start new. I would like an illustration. I'm going to make this 300 DPI because why would I ever want it to be 72? And then I'm gonna make it 1080 by 1920. And okay, perfect. That's what I want. And then I first need to start with like a brush for sketching, and I do think sketching with like a colored line might be easy to help, or might help me get the pose out and then be able to draw on top of it with black line art. Well, in that case, I will watch it. Are you talking about the movie? You don't know when it comes out. I don't know either, to be honest. I am too into Pinterest, says Rain. Gotta have poses neatly in folders, portraits, half body, full body, couples, groups. I hear you. I really do. Like, I'm with you on that. Maybe when it's less hot because being in the theater right now sounds like a pain with the weather. That's also a good point. She has ice power, says Winter. You can play around with that too. Okay. All right. I am starting to get an idea. So, oh, there's a pencil button. Okay. I don't need to mess with my pens when I've got an actual pencil button. I'm still pretty new, you guys, to, dang, that's like super thick though. Let's do mechanical pencil and maybe blue. I think that color was a little not what I wanted. Still pretty new to, What is this software called? This is Clip Studio. I'm still pretty new to Clip Studio. I started using it for the webtoon contest and I just like was like learning on the go, like for real. So we're just gonna keep doing that. We're gonna keep learning on the go. And then the shoulders have like, this shoulder's down, this shoulder's raised. So we'll do like a shoulder bump here, shoulder bump here. And then the body has, it's got, we're getting like this S curve here. So we're gonna bring the back here. And then like the rib cage is gonna go over like that. Okay. We have our torso and then we're gonna jut the hip here. So. That looks pretty decent to me. It's pretty close to the original pose at least. We'll bring the thigh here in front. We'll let this one kind of like tuck back like that. And now we just gotta figure out what to do with the arms. I just watched this music sounds like a horror movie. Ram says I just watched, no, sorry, Raincoat said I just watched a horror movie before, not again. Yeah, sorry about the spooky music, you guys. I had fear when I looked up my notifications. I'm so sorry. It is a devious song. I hope the new one is better. Yeah, sorry guys. Like I said, this music is kind of like, it's all, what is this, royalty-free music that I have like saved on YouTube Studio for other reasons, but I don't remember what reasons I picked them. So like what we get is just gonna be kind of random. All right, so there is that. Now here we have, this is where this gets kind of interesting because this shoulder, oh man, we've got some foreshortening here, which is gonna look, whew, it's gonna be challenging. It's a challenging angle. Get the thumb in there, kind of like that. And then the pointer finger comes out like kind of like this. Okay, cool. I need to make sure that the palm of the hand's not getting shorted, so let me make sure of that first and foremost. I think that kind of does it for that hand pose there. Now I gotta figure out what to do the other one. And then once I have the pose down, I'm actually gonna go full screen, you guys, so that I can show you a little bit more of the drawing, a little more, a little bigger on the stream, and we won't need to keep this here. What I am noticing, so I'm not fully satisfied with my proportions. And since this is digital, I'm gonna be able to just kind of like make minor adjustments. I can make some adjustments. Yeah. Just a minor one there. And then I don't know that I necessarily want to do the exact same thing with that back arm, that backhand. Maybe we'll just kind of like we'll come across like they did, but I don't want it going like that high up. I think, yeah, I think we can kind of like do something to this effect, a little bit like that. Maybe even just curl the thumb out slightly like that. Like maybe like she's almost like taking like a stage bow kind of thing. I don't particularly love this right here. I think I made the arms slightly too thin. So that might be a little better. All right, I think I'm good on this. No. I was about to say I'm good on this reference, but then it just occurred to me that I did not swing this hip nearly as dramatically as the reference. Maybe if I swing it a little bit more dramatically, maybe if I bring it down slightly, a little wider, a little lower, a little bit happier. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And then I had like another board pulled open. I had clothing pulled open here. She does have this very dramatic outfit on. It's got like kind of a mermaid skirt on it. I don't know if I have any mermaid skirt references. I can look. You guys like this song better? Is it a little bit more chill? 6 Seasons, is it a little better? It's a little loud, says Lancelot. Hello, Lancelot, welcome. I can fix that though. Let me grab the slider here and I'll turn it down. Hopefully that's a little better. Let me know if it's still too loud. Sketching together, says Artbreaker. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to hang out as a group while we're drawing. We can draw together. Ram says, Akeisha, what is your art fight again? Yeah, don't feel bad about adding your art fight handles into the chat every once in a while, because people come and go in live streams, and every once in a while it's okay to spam your stuff or ask other people for theirs. If you're like, hey, I just finished one attack, I'm ready to start a new one, I'm looking for a new target who wants to share their art fight ID, you can ask that in chat. So feel free to. This is cute. Anyway, that's not what we're looking for. Feel free to, sorry, I got distracted. Feel free to share with each other and try and find new targets in the chat. We're all active players here, so that's kind of the best way to do it. Also, thank you guys so much for the likes already. I know we're early into the stream. I appreciate the likes, and anyone who hasn't liked it already, if you're enjoying the stream, please add a like. Please don't judge me by the scary music earlier. Don't let that stop you. Feel free to add, if you're enjoying Art Fight, if you're enjoying the stream, add a like or subscribe, or both. You can always do both. Let's see, what do we have here? This is one of Loisha's, I think. Yeah, it looks like a Loish drawing to me. Here are some cute dresses, but again, not mermaid skirts. I was kind of hoping for a mermaid skirt reference, but if we don't get one, that's fine. I feel like these kinds of sleeves here are more like aligned to the style of our MC here. So that's cool. I might just use this for reference, and then we'll just go from there. Like, we'll wing it from this picture right here. I think I would like to start with the outfit, and then I'll move my way up to the face, I think. Because I've got the pose, right? We just gotta get, and I'm gonna lock that layer before I forget, because I don't wanna draw on top of it. I'm gonna switch to a different pen, and we're gonna use actual black ink now. Ram says, I can smell Keisha laughing behind her screen, and I forgot that you forgot her username. The song is nice, says Briar Rose. Okay, good. I'm glad that this is an improvement from the chaotic thing we were listening to earlier. Oh, I forgot to tell people in I forgot to tell people in Discord that we were streaming. Whoops. Let me do that real quick, and then I promise you we will get right back to drawing. I should be able, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I guess I have to actually grab the link, but that's okay. I know where to get it. We are gonna grab this link, and stream has begun. We'll just say that, and then I will go over here. And just one more, and we will be all set. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, and all that jazz. Okay, I think that covers the ground that I needed to cover. I didn't realize until just this second that my little pinch tuber was kind of covering up the reference. We can't have that. Let's move me down here. That's a little better. And let's get back to the task at hand, because I need to make an attack. Who else has the 24-hour strategy where you only attack bookmarks for the first 24 hours before you start doing revenges? Because I know that's like my tried and true strategy. It's what worked for me last year, so that's what I'm doing again this year. Ram says, starting at my bookmarks, don't know who to attack first. Or staring at your bookmarks. I hear that. It's a tough decision to make. Feel free to adjust the outfit. However, says Winter. See, this is why it's so helpful to have you guys in stream while I'm drawing your characters. Because then I get like that instant feedback. It's so nice. All right, I'm gonna start with, I do like the bow tie. We're gonna start here and I'm gonna try to draw us like just a really nice bow. And I think we can make it look kind of like, yeah, like that. And then give it like that like look like you can see kind of like inside the top of it because it's 3D. It's a 3D poofy kind of thing. And then we'll just kind of grab these ribbons here and let those kind of hang down. That needs to come all the way back to like the home. The place that's the actual knot is here. So I need that to come back to the actual knot. Even something as simple as a bow has its own anatomy, you know? And so I want to make sure I'm being thoughtful with the anatomy of my bow and that it's all coming together sensibly. That looks pretty good to me. I don't know what you guys think, but I am happy with that bow. So I'm gonna go ahead and combine those two layers and start a new one for the next part. And that's just kind of how I do it. On and on it goes. Hello, Lancelot. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. I only have one revenge to do from last year, so bookmarks it is, says Lynette. That's a good strategy too. If I have any ode revenges, I tend to start there if I have like, I think it's only happened twice where somebody got in the last word and I wasn't able to revenge. And so I had to do it like the following year, which last year was one of them. I'm pretty sure last year I had that happen. But for the most part, it's like, do those first for me, do those first, and then I will move on to my bookmarks from there. I might have to do her face, at least the outline of it, in order to draw the rest of the outfit kind of around her so I know where it's going to overlap. So let's go ahead and make that decision. Let's make that commitment. Zoom in a little bit here on the face. And I gotta fix the collar because accidentally I dropped it. Artbreaker says, friends, mutuals take priority, then hit list, then revenges. You knock out bookmarks that weren't friends or people who signed up for the hit list. But I work fast, so my revenges don't keep me away from bookmarks, and that might be why that works for me. Yeah, if you're a fast artist, it just like flows. You're kind of free to use any strategy you want, and I envy you a little bit for that because that sounds pretty awesome. Ram says, wait, Perry, did I draw Greethan Pyraxtal last year? I can't remember. Go to the tax tab on the character page. You can check. You can, like, if you're looking at one of my characters and you're like, I don't remember if I drew this or not, just click over to the attacks for that character and see if yours is in there. Or was it the frog? Probably both. Because we've done this a couple of years. Probably both. Cam says, for anyone wondering, the very first attack of 2025 had the number 8684212. So just go to any attack and in the URL replace the number of that attack with to see this year's first attack. Okay. All right, I'm curious. I want to see this. Let's check it out. I'm going to pull down. Let's go to Artfight, if it will let me, because the website might be a little, I don't know. Recent attacks. Look at this. This is cute. It's a watermelon. I think it's cute. That's just me. right, what was the number, friend? Let's see this again. 868. 4212. First attack of the year, and this cute little pup. Is it a pupper? It looks kind of like a pupper. First attack at 23, and now first attack at 25. Let's go. This person is on fire that they can pull that off 2 times in art fight history. Also cute. I love the fact that they used one color and then like all this, the shape, it's like not even closed lines. The shape of the character is implied in like all the negative space. That is somebody who understands different principles of drawing for sure. This is somebody who knows what they're doing. That's cool. I like it. Very neat. Working on my revenge as we speak, says Winter. Ooh, spoiler alert for me. That sounds good. I already know Puyo. Puyo's here? Puyo! Hey! Good to see you, Puyo! You're drawing Winter's OC? I am. Don't worry, I won't stitch. Unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, depending how you look at it, she already knows Winter is here. Winter's in the chat. So, yes, we are going to draw Winter's character. My bookmarks are my goal for this year with my bookmarks is to draw webtoon OCs. So this is one of hopefully many that I will get done this year for as far as like characters from webtoon go, because I met a lot of amazing webtoon creators this year, and I definitely want to help grow that like friendship and that bond by staying connected outside of the contest, you know, that we just had, and, you know, showing some love and appreciation for characters in other ways, like art fight. Okay, so there's earring number 1. We've got ourselves. I'm gonna bring the chin around like this. And then I'm really just kind of following my sketch a little bit here to try and find the character's face, because I definitely want to make sure as I draw this, because I want to keep drawing the outfit, but I gotta get like kind of know where the head is before I can do that. So I think that kind of like shows me where the face is, so that I can come in here now with the other side of like the other. I kind of want it to come like, I want it to intersect a little more here. I don't want to have a tangent. Like I don't want a confusing tangent. So I'm gonna raise the shoulder a little higher than maybe what it was, just so that I can kind of get rid of any confusing tangents. So to do that, I might want to bring the shoulder up here, like that. It's going to change the posture slightly, but hopefully not too much. And that's a little better than it coming right under and meeting. Because if like this line where I brought the shoulder up, because you can kind of see the sketch was lower, if I brought this shirt under, like just above where the sketch is, it's meeting at the chin, it's meeting at the bow, it's meeting at the color of the shirt. All of that just confuses that line. And so I wanted to get rid of that tangent, and that's why I brought the shoulder up even higher, so that I can have these two lines intersect here instead of down here. How to draw a I have no idea, Keisha. I am no dinosaur expert. I could not even begin to tell you. I'm sorry. Look at references. That's my favorite way to do things I don't know how to do. I find a reference somewhere. Okay, time to lock in. I finally decided on what character to draw, says Ram. That is awesome. I'm really excited for you. I hope that you have a lot of fun drawing it. We got some vibes in the background. The music's vibing now, finally, and we are drawing together. So let's make this a really good day one. Yo, art fight, am I right? Says Jelly Bones. Yes, absolutely right. I am so excited that's art fight. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for art fight to reach us, and it is finally here. Super excited for that. I think, okay, so I need to zoom out again. I want to see more of this character's design a little bit here. So we're gonna have some bell sleeves. We've got ourselves a little bit of a tunic going on here with the, so the tunic's gonna be a little hard for me to do with this pose because the arm is foreshortened. This might be it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky for me. Let me see. We've got ourselves, so I think I'm gonna flare out this end here a little bit. Yeah, this needs to flare out a little bit, and I think I need it to be more dramatic. I need it to be like that. All right, and then we're gonna bring it over the crook of the arm here like this. And then this side, I need to kind of match, I need to match the drama of the length on this side. So I need to make sure that I'm not underselling the tunic here on either side. Hopefully that made sense. I want to make sure I'm also not forgetting that these sleeves bell as well. So we want to make sure that we're having that. I can always like turn down my sketch layer, turn down the opacity so I can see a little bit better like where the lines are that I'm making for this line art. Is your OC on screen? Ask Jelly Bones, and I think they're asking Winter. That is a yes. This is Winter's character on screen. Ram, I wish we could like share pictures in live stream chat so we could share our whips and attacks. Yeah, that would be really awesome if like you could. I don't think links are allowed unless like the mods or me as the host share them. But I think what you can do, or I know what you can do, is add them to the Discord. So if you haven't already joined the Discord, which I think most of you already have, but if you haven't and you're interested in joining and you guys want to share your works with each other, yep, exactly, Bryros. The Discord is available and we have a channel all for that. So don't feel shy. Like, and nothing is too much. Don't ever be like, oh, I don't want to spam. I feel like I've shared too many things. Nope. You can never share too many things. You're fine. If you have more stuff to share, you can keep sharing. So there's no like, if I ever find that we need like a timeout limit, I will apply a timeout limit where it's like, oh, you can only post like once every 5 minutes or something. I know those exist. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to set it up. I haven't ever needed to. But if I ever reach the point where we do need that, then you'll know because I'll set it up. In the meantime, share away. I want you guys to feel encouraged and welcome to share your stuff. So share, share, share. Do not feel like you can't share. I encourage sharing. I've almost got this finger the way I want it. That's a little better. So this is the palm here. Let's first of all close the sleeve so we understand that that's the sleeve. That's not part of the hand. This is like the ruffles of the sleeve. It'll make sense in a minute. And then this here is like the thumb of the hand. So there we go. That's a little better, right? I think so. I think we're good there. Abstracted says, I'm always so nervous to post my art. I don't want you guys to be nervous. Obviously I'm not gonna pressure you. So I don't wanna make you uncomfortable either. So if you're feeling nervous, if you're feeling not ready, you know, no pressure. I want you guys to post if you wanna post. And if you feel a little bit uncomfortable, you know, don't feel pressured. you are as welcome and as encouraged to not post if you're unprepared or unready or uncomfortable as those who do post. Like, no pressure, my friends, no pressure. Oh gosh, my nose tickles a little bit because my hair's like, I've got like the ceiling fan going and it just blew my hair on my nose. It was a little ticklish. All right, so I think I want that to go like that, maybe? Yeah, that's a little better. Yep, I'm liking it. I'm digging it. I think it looks good. So I'm gonna bring that back in a little bit there. And then we need to do this other hand and we can continue with this outfit. But so far, I think the way that the poncho part of the dress is sitting sensibly in my mind. It's not perfect. There's certain parts of it where I'm like, I don't really understand what I did there, but I'm trying to figure it out. So, you know, maybe there's some room for improvement. Like here, for example. But I will figure it out. Hopefully I will figure it out. That's all part of Art Fight, right? We're all like, just kind of like motivating ourselves to learn and improve and get better at this. At least that's my take on it. I treat Art Fight like it's a time to level up each year, because typically I do level up each year. My abilities definitely, I think definitely improve every year. So I think, yeah, I like that too. I'm gonna leave that line there. I think that's a good line. We're gonna keep it. This line I'm a little confused about, and this one. I think they're maybe a little bit too long. They need to kind of like curve a little bit. Yes, but not like that. I feel like we need to see some curving. Like that. Maybe? I'm gonna leave it for now. I think that I'll figure it out at some point. If I'm like still drawing and I don't like it later, then I can always come back in and erase and adjust it and make it a little different. Justice for Keisha, what happened to Keisha? I'm loving the lines. They're so flowy, says Winter. I am really glad to hear that. I am so glad that that's, that the line art is pleasing. Line art is kind of like my favorite. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really love coloring. I don't know if you guys noticed, you probably did, because I have a colorist for both of my comics. I don't love coloring. It is like, I don't hate it, but I definitely don't love it. It's not my favorite part of drawing. My favorite part of drawing is figuring out the drawing, which is kind of what we're doing right now, like finding the drawing, like having an idea. I'm like, I think I want to do this, and then seeing if I can do it. It's a little bit of kind of like a personal challenge. But past that, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know that I want to, like once it's figured out, the coloring is just sort of like the last chore. It's not like, I don't know. It's just not as much fun, in my opinion, as like maybe the rest of the drawing. What do you guys think? What's your favorite part of the drawing process? Do you have a favorite, or is it all just like the whole thing is your hobby and your pastime and you don't really have a favorite? Do you have a least favorite part? Yeah, I think that hand looks good, so we're gonna keep it. Let's keep going. Oh, let's also save, oh my goodness. Guys, don't forget to save your progress, because it is so devastating when I hear about people losing their work because they didn't save as they were going. So we're gonna go ahead and save that. Thankfully, finally, I saved it, so I won't lose my work so far. Artbreaker says, I always feel feel like my art looks empty without coloring. Abstracted, I love coloring and rendering. Raincoat says for digital art, say the least favorite part is line art. Okay. Annie says I love shading the eyes and hair because it brings it to life. Briar Bros, I think my favorite aspect of drawing is just that I'm able to portray things I imagine in my head. I think I enjoy every part of drawing. That's a really good way to look at it. Artbreaker, I love line art though. Inking is the best part, says Rain. Yeah, so a lot of different, like, it's good though that we all have like different favorites, because if you ever end up working on a team for something, it helps that not everybody has an interest in the exact same part. And so there's variety, there's, you know, you guys don't have to like fight over who gets to do everybody's favorite part. Okay, I think I'm pretty, until I like bring this under, which I will do like that at some point. I'm just gonna leave that there for now because I actually don't hate it, so. All right, I love this like lacy belt thing we got going on here. This dress is definitely done in at least two parts. You've got the top part, but then you've got the mermaid skirt here. So I think what I'm gonna do, even though I covered up the waistband here with the hand, I am still going to, I'm gonna bring it up like that. Okay. And then I kind of want it to be like we can kind of see a little bit of the folds in it a little bit. And then, because it's gonna like tuck in kind of here, we're gonna bring out the waistline of this part of the skirt until it comes out to here. So even though all of that's hidden behind the hand, I still put it there. So I know where my like pinch points are. I want to know where all of these intersect. So I do that first, and then I erase what's supposed to be hidden under the hand. Okay, we're not really gonna see the way the mermaid skirt flows out for the most part, just because this isn't like a full body, but I can kind of like hint at it. I can kind of like lilt, I can give like this little bit of like a flip out part down here on the bottom. The spooky music has returned. Oh no, what has become of our playlist? Happy, oh, here we go. We'll jump to Game Boy. Can't be having that. We don't want a downer. We're supposed to be having like an upper. It's Art Fight. This is a little better. Rain says, our friend group has planned this hot seat comic anthology where everybody writes, does pencils, inks, and colors each other's work. Oh, those are so fun. The rotate, yeah, you rotate. I used to do a meme like that back in the day on DeviantArt, way long time ago, where each of you would draw a sketch and then you would pass it, you know, like in a circle, and then the person who receives your sketch draws the inks, and then the next person does the colors, and then at the end you all look at like how it turned out. And you can see little pieces of each person's style in each of it. It's really fun. But that would be really, that's a big challenge though, to do that for a comic is a lot of work, but I hope you guys have a lot of fun doing it. Ryra says, random question for the chat. What is the console you grew up with, if any? That is a good question. And Raincoat says, it's funny because I've heard this exact song, blah, 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 blah. I've heard this exact song in a Scary Story video. Yeah, that's why we skipped it, because it's just not the vibe. We're not going for that vibe. All right, so here we go. I want to make sure this line's a little thick, but that's okay. That's okay. I want to make sure that we're getting this beautiful silhouette. This like, it's almost Addams. What's the Addams Family? Morticia. It's almost like Morticia's silhouette. You know what I mean? From the Addams Family. It's definitely got that like shape. And so right here, right after like right kind of here is where the dress splits, you know? So we're gonna get like this panel thing going on here. where the dress kind of goes up like this. And I'm gonna just continue it down here, and this I think is where I'll, that's as far down as the outfit that we're gonna go, is there. I like that shape, I think it's a good shape. So that will be where I taper it. But I also kind of still want to make sure that we're using this beautiful, like lacy, now I have lace brushes. This is, problem though. Okay, hang on. Now, if I want to add the lace, I gotta move the whole drawing up. So I'm gonna grab all these layers, and I'm just gonna kind of like move them like here. Okay. Okay. I had to give it a little bit more space because I do want to include the lace. It's just not the same without the white lace. So I gotta make space for that at the bottom. Annie Made It answered. They said I had a loved Just Dance in playing Just Dance and Just Dancing. Raincoat says Rain, sorry, not Raincoat, but Rain says 8-bit Nintendo with the bedtime story for us for the longest time, then the N64, then the PlayStation 2. Brainseer says I grew up with PS1 through 3. Wonder, Morticia is such a diva. I love her. I agree. I love Morticia. If I could be Morticia, she would be like she's my idol. Annie Made It said, although the after-school program I went to had the GameCube, I loved playing Mario Kart. Arts Lotus, hello, good to see you. Art Lotus says, I had a PlayStation growing up, PS1, cough, cough. LO, I switched to the Xbox in high school. And then Rain said N64. Briar Rose, mine was an N64. I'm not that old though. My parents were just old school. You want to hear about old school? My mom had oh gosh, what are they called? She had an Atari. And so technically speaking, growing up, the oldest game console I played on was technically an Atari. Now, an Atari is way before my time, but we had one, and so I got to play with it. Check it out, we got buttons. We can just put some buttons, we can pop some buttons on here. I think we should pop some buttons on here, because she has buttons on the reference. See? Reference buttons. I think they need to be a little bit smaller though. I think I made those a little too big. Let's go a little smaller. And let's try to go down the center like that. Perfect. We are looking good now. So that's solid, that's solid. Oops. Maybe a little too much erased. There we go, that's a little better. Perfect, so now we have some buttons, but I honestly think that they're a little thin. The line art on them is a little thin, so I'm gonna come behind them a little bit and just add a little bit of an outline so that we can see them a little better. I want them to pop a little bit more. I don't want them to get hidden in the drawing. I want them to get lost in the weeds. There we go. So much more visible, you know? I think that's a little better. Now, about this lace, though, let's see, what can we do about this lace? Also, did the music stop? Because I feel like it did. No, it's just a really quiet song. We're going to move on to the next song. Pollo, you're slaying with the anatomy. I will have to check out what you saw. Oh, Perry. Pollo saying it to me. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I am trying my best. I want to do good for you guys. I want to draw really good fan art of your characters. That is my goal. I put like so much more effort into drawing other people's characters for Art Fight than I do for my own characters. About this lace though, because I do technically have lace brushes, I just kind of want to see. I just want to know, you know, like I just want to know what this would look like. So I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna grab white for this lace. And then, oops, that's upside down. Let's try this differently. Let's go this way. So I don't hate it, but it's not lined up right. So let's try it again, but I'm gonna zoom in this time. Ah! Of course, zooming in, now I can see all my jittery mistakes. Oh no, I gotta do it in one swoop. This is hard. Nope, nope, nope. Again. Again. Oh my gosh. I was so close. Again. We'll do it again. Those virtual worlds on the PC, like Club Penguin and Movie Star Planet and Pet Park, were my jam, says Artbreaker. You had a Wii, but you also played virtual games online. On the computer? Online on the computer? I hope I'm doing this better. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna stand up. Maybe I could do this better if I stand up. It's so jittery. My hand it's the 2 cups of coffee, you guys. Don't drink coffee before art fight, I guess. This is so hard to get well. Okay, that was my best one. I don't know if you guys agree, but I think that was my best one. So, yeah. I think that was my best go of it. It was the least shaky version. And then maybe if I just like, just adjusted a teensy bit to cover up like where some of the lines are a little thicker and some of them are less thick. Like that. I think maybe I bumped it just a teeny bit like the blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's the one. Coffee has gotten me through drawing art by references at 3 a.m. Yeah, it's both a blessing and a curse, because too much of it and your hands get really, really shaky, at least for me. The family desktop in the kitchen was my territory for 1 hour a day, says Artbreaker. I remember the days. I remember the days of, like, the family computer. Oh, Animated says, I used to play Stardoll, Pixie Hollow, Pirate 101, and Zwinky. And Barbie Girls. I remember the little dress-up games that we had. There was, like, a Barbie dress-up game, and then there was another one that was, like, a Barbie makeup game that you could play on those. But I don't remember much else about it. Oops. Let me see if I can do... Ooh, gosh, not there. I like this song because it sounds kind of piratey. And if I turn this down slightly... I wonder if this looks better or worse if I erase like where it overlaps the edges, because I could do the same thing up here, but I'm kind of afraid to do that because I liked the way it looked. Okay, that's not bad. Maybe if I just do one layer under this and then just kind of like, oh, but it's facing the wrong way now, see? So here is the part where they overlapped there, like that way. Okay, we have our lace, you guys, and I don't hate it. That's good. I'm glad I don't hate it. All right, so we're gonna merge those layers. How much of this was that? Okay, that's just the lace. Okay. All right, now back to the actual pen, the normal pen that we were drawing line art with, because I think we've got a few more details to add to the dress, and then it's time to get started with the face and the hair, because I gotta. With all of this gorgeous hair, like look at this, it comes all the way down here. She's got very beautiful, very long hair. You definitely gotta do something dramatic with it. We can't just have the hair like just there. It's gotta look something really pretty. So I don't know, maybe I'll put like some wind blowing it. I'm not sure. We'll do something with it. But yeah, this is fun. I'm actually glad I picked this one to go first. Winter says I played Pet Party, Our World, Megu Pet, and a bunch of Girls Go games. Art Lotus says, oh, I never heard anyone talk about MEEZ. I love Star Dolls, Imvu, the doll site like Bratz, Mycene, and Barbie. Gosh, so many memories. Yeah, I don't remember the names of any of the games I played, but they sound like what you're listing off. Keisha says, I jumped when I looked at Art Fight. I thought it was an attack, but it was a follow. Oh, the notifications? Yeah, I haven't checked mine yet. I mean, I did, like, I checked my... Gosh, where's the button? Here's the button. I checked up here, like, I checked my subscriptions right before I started streaming, and I grabbed one more bookmark from here. Because if you go to your subscriptions, when people upload, well, now it's a tags. You're going to see other people that you follow. When they post an attack, you'll get a notification. But this is what I was looking at right before it started, right before Art Fight started. I was looking at like last minute character uploads when people are adding new characters. And I ended up grabbing one more. And it was a webtoon character, one more that I saw upload at the last second. And I can tell you which one it was. It was this one. So I grabbed Blue Mouse's character that they just uploaded right before Art Fight started, and it hit my subscriptions notifications. So I grabbed a screenshot. Yeah. And then, like I said, I've got a couple of others that I've already saved in here, but we'll get to those. Right now, we're focusing on this one. Animate said, I was a very digital social butterfly when it came to gaming. Blue Mouse mentions, says Jellybones. Yeah, I love Blue Mouse's comic. I just love it. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, the style, hold up. Let's open this screenshot for a second. We gotta see this real big, okay? We gotta see it real big. Oh gosh, I gotta pull it all the way down to the screen, okay? This character, okay, look at the expressiveness. Okay, beautiful, love it, love it. But look at the design, look at this outfit. It's very like kind of Conan the Barbarian. It's got this sort of like, I don't know what time period we would call this. It's because we sort of like created this sort of like fantasy AU like caveman style category mentally as storytellers and creatives and readers of fantasy and fiction and stuff. But it kind of like, it goes into that early civilization pot. And I just really like the style. I think it's so cool. And I like the character. She's really funny. If you've read the comic, really, really funny. I don't know if it's mentioned. It probably is mentioned. I just didn't screenshot any of the descriptions under the references. I only screenshotted the reference pictures with this stuff up here. But yeah, just check it out. Check out Blue Mouse. Here's the way it's spelled. You can read it right here at the top screen. Blue Mouse's profile. You'll find this character. I'm sure they linked the web comic. You can tell just by looking at these pictures. It's really funny. Like, obviously they've got a good sense of humor. So yeah. Prehistoric says Annie made it. Yeah, the prehistoric like style. I enjoy it. I think that kind of stuff is fun. All right, back up here. And wait, outfit wise, am I missing anything that I wanted to jump in here? We got the bow, we got the buttons, we got the lace, we've got the ruffles. We've got this other lace that comes down here. It's a different kind of lace. I might try adding something. Let's see. I don't know if it's gonna look messy or if it'll look cute. We can try another lace. Let's just try it and see what we get. See if it ends up looking neat or if it ends up looking kind of messy. How do we feel about that? Let's see. Did I get rid of the... I don't know that it's doing for us what we want it to be doing for us. So let me try something else. Maybe not that lace. Maybe that's just the wrong lace. Maybe this is a better lace for this. Let's see. I made a tiny mistake, but I think I can fix it just by grabbing that and pulling it over a little bit to where the like the ruffles are. I kind of like created this little seam here because I wanted it to look like the fabric was flowing, very flowy fabric. That's a little bit more, I think, the look. So maybe we'll leave that one. Artbreaker says, OMG, I just got an attack of the ship art between you and your girlfriend's OCs. That's so exciting! Congratulations! It is so good to get your first attack. Even your first attack, your next attack, the attack after that, they're all good. It's so, such a good feeling to get art from people, especially like, I don't know, art paint is just, it's gift arting. So you don't know it's coming, you didn't commission it, it's just a good time. I hope you guys are having a good time. I'm having a good time. Working on references still, says Art Lotus. Jellybean said Blue Mouse was mentioned, and then Art Lotus said she's so cute, love the expressions. I agree. Poyo loves the design. Agreed. Me too. It's all good stuff. All right, let's get into the hard part here that I have not gotten into yet, which is face and hair. We did clothing first, now it's time for face and hair. So first of all, I'm gonna start with, I like to do this. You guys will see me do this a lot if you watch like my other videos. I will start with a hairline. Because I think, there we go. There's the hairline that I want. I think it just really helps you find what you're drawing when you draw on the hairline. And in a second, I'm gonna make the hairline like, not like, it's not gonna be this bright, okay? I'm gonna like, not bright, but like, there we go. So I'm gonna like make it basically a part of the sketch layer down here, because it's just a reference line. That's not actually like where we're gonna leave that line there. It's just a part of the reference. And then I'm gonna save, because I don't remember the last time I saved. So we'll do that. And now we can figure out what kind of expression do we want her to have in this picture, and what kind of a hairstyle do we want her to have in this picture. I think there was multiple references. I'm gonna just quickly pull this to the side. Yeah, there were other looks. She was serving looks, y'all. So we're gonna like, I like this, the part in the bangs here. So I'm gonna look at this one. This is the reference I'm gonna look at first for this hair. My nose is so itchy right now. All right, how many people in the chat have finished their first attack so far? Let me know. It has now been 2 hours and 20 minutes of art fight. How many people, raise your hand, how many people have finished their first attack? I'm going to, it looks like it's like kind of like a side part. So she's got kind of like a, yeah, that's it. That's what I want. I want the line to go kind of there. Now the hair isn't that long and it's kind of curly, so we're gonna curl it a little bit, but that's kind of the line I want to start with. Not yet, says Ram. Artbreaker raised their hand. Artbreaker's done with their first attack. Still working on it, says Abstracted. Me too, Abstracted. Raincoat's not me, working on a mass attack, struggling with rescue characters. Okay, yeah, you'll probably be working on it a while then if you're planning to do a mass attack, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it in the end. Briar Rose, I'm close to finishing. I'm drawing a ton of the same simple shape character over and over again. That's really fun. I like doing character sheets, especially with simple shape ones, because you can get in multiple drawings. Sometimes I do that. Like last year, let's see, I just want to show you an example of one that I did last year that I was really proud of. So we're gonna go to, we're gonna go to Art Paint. And we'll make this big real quick. And last year's attacks, it was this one. So this one's not a simple shape character, but I did kind of do like a little bit of a character sheet. It was a fan-made character from Mr. Wick, or not Mr. Wick, for the John Wick movies. This creator created an OC for the John Wick universe, and so this is their character Scarlet. So I drew 1, 2, 3 pictures of Scarlet. The third one's with her and John Wick. But yeah, it's fun to do stuff like that. I enjoy it. I think it's fun. Let's try to get this hair looking perfect for our friend here. I think I want to do it kind of like this. I want to give it a little bit of a wave. And then this one also has like a wave this direction. But it's also in layers, so it's not gonna like come out like perfectly. That was almost what I want. There we go, that's better. I like this song. I don't know why. I have like, sometimes I just like listening to music that sounds like it belongs at a Ren Fair. Ren Fair music is so chill. It's like not distracting. I can draw and not feel like I get distracted, you know? Jolly used to use that last song, the Cartoon Bank Heist. That one's a fun one too. Ren Fair music is perfect, says Artbreaker. I agree. It's so relaxing. It's got enough energy to it where you're not like falling asleep. It's not ASMR relaxing, but it's not distracting. It's not overwhelming. It's not too much. Keisha says, I like to print out some of my attacks and put them on my fridge that I got. I think that's beautiful. I love sharing. I like to take the attacks that I get and share them on my webcomics. If they're of my webcomic characters, I'm like, yeah, I want to show people, like, look at this drawing of my webcomic character. Check her out. Like, this was drawn by so-and-so. They did this for Art Fight. And I like to share that. I think it's cool. Alright, I'm really happy with these bangs right now. Like, probably happier than I probably should be. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, these are perfect. But you know what? Maybe they are. Maybe they are, you guys. Maybe they're perfect. Okay, so now that I've got the bangs, I can kind of start framing the face. I mean, the face is framed, so I can start drawing the face now. And honestly, I feel like I can also probably turn off. Yeah, I can turn off the sketch layer. And we can sort of see now what this is gonna start looking like when it's finished. Just needs color, of course, but I gotta finish the face and hair, and then we can move into coloring. But so far, I'm really happy with the pose. I like the outfit. I think we're doing good. I think we're doing good, and we're making good time. Amy, it says, sounds like Shrek's background music, but I like it though. Yeah, it's good stuff. I think that's like the last one on this page. Is there another page of it? No! Okay. Hold on to your hats because I'm just gonna do, oh shoot, not like that. Go back to the top of the, okay, so music library. I'm just gonna type in Renaissance. And then everything that has Renaissance in it, I'm going to play and we'll see what it sounds like. So let's see what this gets us. Artsy, hello. Have you ever listened to Renaissance versions of pop songs? Well, modern songs? I have. I don't have a playlist for it, but it is a lot of fun. I like when people do that. It's really fun. Holding on to my hat, says Poca Latte. Good to see you, Poca Latte. I'm glad you have a hat to hold on to. All right, let's do this. So she's got like, come on. We've got this like, this symbol on her forehead, right? We want to make sure that we don't undersell this design feature. So let's make sure we get that on there. And then I think nose-wise, nose is kind of gonna go like here. She's got like a cute little nose, so we'll keep it cute. And the eyebrows, she's got like eyebrows like my character, Susie Snow. She's got like these very noodly eyebrows. They're very much like noodle shaped. So we're gonna go with the noodle shaped eyebrows. And then expression wise, I almost would like to see her like looking up out the corner of her eye like this. I think that would be a good look. And then we'll give like the pupil here. Like that. And now We just need a little bit of eyelash. And we have ourselves some eyes. Kind of surprised those came out on the first try, not gonna lie, but I'm happy with it. So let's keep it moving. D Fanatic, hello, good to see you. Under construction for the characters so you can attack a Digidog. Yeah, if I'm revenging you, so if you attack me, this is something else I probably haven't mentioned before, but I'm gonna mention it now. If you are planning to attack me and you have a certain character you would prefer to have revenged, I'm not going to promise to revenge exactly that character because it just depends on if I feel like I understand the design. But if I feel like I understand the design, feel free to, like, you can request, like, in your attack, there's, like, this little private message section when you submit an attack. You can say, hey, if you plan to revenge, because I do, I always plan to revenge, but you can say, if you plan to revenge, I prefer to receive an attack on this character, if you know, like, obviously I'm not going to promise to do it because I got to see the character first. I might still choose a different character, but feel encouraged to make, like, a request for what character you would like to see revenged. If that's, if you have a preference. Does that make sense? So yeah, if you have a preference and you're planning on attacking me, you can definitely include that in the message for your attack, and I will take a look at that character that you requested. And if it seems like something I'm capable of, I'll do it, you know? And now I just want to see, I want to see something. Because it looks like she does have, like, a little beauty mark by her mouth. It's on... Okay, it's on the right side here, left side here. And then it's on... Winter, are you still in the chat? Winter, if you're still in the chat, let me know what side of her face does the beauty mark go on. Does it go on the left side or the right side of the face? Because it looks like it, the references, it's kind of one... It goes both ways. So let me know if you have a preference, what side of the face you want the beauty mark on. What if it's a shark, says Ram. I challenge myself to draw a variety of characters every year. If it's a mecha, I'll try it. If it's an animal, I'll try it. If it's an anthro, I'll try it. If it's a monster, I'll try it. If it's a human, I'll try it. If it's a simple shape, I'll try it. My goal with Art Fight is to try stuff I'm not used to. Now, like I said before, if I just don't understand the design, if I'm looking at the reference, if I'm reading the bio, and I'm like, I just don't understand what I'm looking at, like, I just don't know how to draw this because I don't understand it, then I might skip that one. I might pick something different from your profile. But I will try. There's nothing I won't try as long as I understand what I'm trying to do. So if I understand the character well enough to try to draw it, then I'll try it. There's not a lot of reasons why I wouldn't try to draw a character, so you can kind of throw almost anything at me, and there's a good chance I'll try it. This music is kind of not relaxing. Next, that one was a little harder to listen to, I think. It's not what I was going for when I said Renaissance. The left side says winter. Okay, so the left side of the drawing, that's this side. Okay, so like here. Left side of her face would be the other side though. Okay, one more time, Winter. Left side of her face or left side of the drawing? You gotta be a little more specific for me because I'm confused. Ram says a Megalodon named Petaxel. He is a little guy. Okay. I don't know how you go from Megalodon to little guy, because, like, Megalodon has mega in the name, so pretty sure those are huge. Just saying. Winter says right or left, you know, whatever mood I'm in. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Artbreaker says batch sketch done onto line art. You are a machine, Artbreaker. I am so excited to see what you're making. The side you put it on was correct, says Winter. Okay, perfect. So we'll put it right back here. There we go. That looks good to me. And now I gotta figure out how to do the rest of this hair, because I I want to make sure it looks beautiful and epic. And let's take a look here. Okay, I'm gonna like zoom out of our reference here so we can get a good shot of the hair. There's a little bit of a cowlick on the top of her head. Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna put the head back. Wow, that didn't tell me anything from this sketch, so we're gonna just wing it. We're gonna decide where the head goes this way. I'm gonna decide that the head goes here. That's what I've decided. That's where the skull goes as of right now. I just decided that. And then for this little cowlick, we'll do like that, I think. Maybe? Let's see how I feel about that once I pull back a little bit and take a look. It's not bad. It's kind of cute. It looks like a little turnip sprout. Got like a little turnip sprout for the cowlick and the hair. Okay, I understand that this is symphony music, but is anybody else like not like feeling it? Does it feel a little bit too abrasive? Have I gone soft? Am I way too soft on my music choices? Am I like a grandma now? I only like soft music? Like maybe I am. Maybe I turned into a grandma. Oh no. I'm just not hard anymore. I'm not tough. I've gone soft. Hee Turnip Head says Winter. Ram, for me, it's probably Raven. Keisha, if there's one OC I hope to get attacked the most, it's probably Celestine. I like these names. Raven, Celestine. I'm probably pronouncing Celestine wrong. So let me read it again. It's Celestine? Maybe it's Celestine? I'm not sure. I'm a phonetic reader, you guys. I'm probably gonna butcher stuff all the time because I will read it phonetically. Yeah. Play some gardening music for the hair, Calix's Polka Latte. I know, right? That's what we need. Oh, a Sailor song. Sorry, I saw Sailor and that like definitely got my attention. Okay, cool. All right, I want to create a little bit of a bolder jump from hear me out, from where the bangs pop up here to where the actual top of the head is in the background, because I want to have very clear foreground background, like what's in front and what's behind when it comes to this hairstyle. So I'm gonna like create a little bit more of a bump there for the bang so that we can see it separate from the back of the hair. Does that make sense? I hope so. Because I did it, and now it's time to figure out what we're doing the rest of this hair. That was the easy part. The cowlick was the easy part. Now I gotta find the flow. I'm gonna zoom out so I can look at like the whole picture and figure out what I want the flow of this ponytail to be. If I want my character drawn, mine is Annie or Roberto says Annie made it. And Keisha said, Ram, what is this wall of dinosaurs in your profile? Yeah, Ram's definitely a dinosaur connoisseur for sure. We've talked about this. This one's supposed to be dramatic. This one too. I don't know. Let's go folk. Let's go some folk music. It's a little funner. I think it's a little funner. Alright, okay. Enough with me procrastinating. I really want to find the flow of this hair. And I think, so like we've got like this little ball section down here. And then the hair kind of like still comes off of that, right? It's gonna be like this. But like, so the hair can kind of like come down like this. And then it like flows out like this. I am going to move this now that I have decided this other part goes more like that. And also make it smaller, like that. So I'm thinking this might be kind of the look for hair. And then I want to I need to figure out like, okay, so then it like comes down into like a little bit of a pointed shape. It doesn't go in, it doesn't have like, the ball is not like a ponytail exactly. And this is gonna come up to the knuckles, and then it's going to kind of flare out like this, but not exactly. This is messy for a reason. I'm just finding it. I'm just finding the hair, you know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna keep this like this. And I don't 100% love that. I almost love it, but something went wrong. Maybe it's this tangent here in the middle. I think that's probably what I don't love. So I'm gonna bring this down a little bit more. I'm gonna rotate it. Okay. And then for this, we need to move this too. And I want it to be, I don't know, let's do some free transform here for a second. We're gonna drop that back. Bring this forward. Okay, I like that. And then we'll do scale. Did I do scale? I did, right? Scale rotate? Okay, we're just gonna grab this again. I don't know, free transform. I'm starting to get what I want. I'm starting to get there. I don't want this like this though. That feels like too much to me. So we're gonna shrink that down a little bit. Now we're talking. This is more like what I had in mind. Okay, so now I just want to make it so that I can tell the difference between this and my actual line art. So I need to change the color of this. I don't want this for line art. So we're gonna turn that into guidelines so that I can then do actual line art. We're almost done with this first, well, we're almost done with the line art for this first attack. We've still got a little ways to go with color. Ram says, Perry, are you okay with me giving Greethan a different outfit? Don't know if I would be able to draw the outfit they've got on now. Yeah, that's totally fine. I hope I put permissions, like you can change outfit. I don't know if I did. If I didn't, the answer is yes. You can definitely change their outfits. I'm not super married to their outfits, so you can change it. All right, let's try. Let's go in here and now let's make this hair a little bit more, like, we're gonna follow the guidelines, but we're gonna make it clean. I'm gonna make the lines confident and clean, hopefully, and then we'll start coloring. Ranko says, might go soon. My eyes are getting tired. Oh, that's okay. I understand. I appreciate you coming here and being with us for this art fight kickoff, though. It's been a lot of fun so far. So there we have the beginning of this, the top of the hair. Okay, now let's go down here. I did not want that to be a tangent, so let's try to avoid that turning into a tangent. There we go. All right, this needs to go like that. This has like a Renaissance vibe for sure. Like this music, I definitely am hearing Renaissance. Okay, let's get this. Can I make this more that's not a perfect circle, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be a perfect circle. A little bit more organic looking is not a bad thing. There we go. All right. And let's see. Hi, J1K. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Glad you made it. Hope you're having a great July 1st and an awesome start to your art fight season. Lodo Princess, hello. You finally made it to a stream on time. I'm so glad to see you. I'm glad you were able to make it. I hope that you are pumped because Art Fight is here. This is happening. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing the Art Fight thing. It has begun. It is that time of year, and we never pass up an opportunity to Art Fight. Not on this channel. J1K says, just got done with a couple of attacks, did a Dino and a Dragon. That's amazing. Truly, truly amazing stuff there. I wonder if it would look good like that. Some of this is a little sloppy. I'm still getting a little bit sloppy with the hair here, and I don't want to be. So let me see what I can do about that. All right. Yeah, I think this line just needs to be redrawn, to be honest. I think that's just not a good line. So we're gonna redraw it. But we're getting there. I just want it to be perfect. You know, is that too much to ask? Loto Princess is gonna try and get it done tonight. You're pumped, you're planning 2 attacks right now. That's amazing. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Even if you can't submit on the first day, because I know the website's a little wonky sometimes with too much traffic in the beginning. Just getting them done. Getting like I tend to try to do at least 1 a day. Even on like days where I have like places to be or things to do, I try to still get my 1 in. And then on like really good days, I can do like more than 1. But I don't try to put more pressure on myself outside of that. Like I'm like, if I can get to 1 a day or average 1 a day, even if it's like, oh, some days I don't draw anything, but if I know like the day before I drew 2, so that kind of makes up for the one that I skip, the day that I don't draw anything. So if I'm averaging 1 a day, I'm kind of like meeting my soft goals, you know? It doesn't have to be. I kind of wonder, oops. The hair looks still a little stiff to me here. Here it's like a little stiff to me. I don't like this part. Something about this is looking stiff to me. I'm gonna turn off the pink for a second because I just want a little better. This is gonna go like that. Works for me, I think. It looks a little more natural, a little more organic. Maybe, hopefully, sort of. I think it's this part too. I was like trying so hard not to create a tangent here, but the hair is just like, it's gotta be looser. It's gotta be looser. It's gotta have like space to come around behind the back and not like, you know what I mean? So I think that's a little better. I'm gonna keep going. I think I'm happy with that part, and now I gotta get like, you know, the little, like the little ends here at the very bottom. I still owe you a traditional costume for team themes. You're talking about for the little Frogger? Yeah, I've gotten used to him having his thematic outfits each year. I've been a little spoiled with my Frogger outfits, not gonna lie. I do appreciate those. He does look really cute in them. Go. I think that's good. We need 2. That's better. Nope. think I'm happy with that, maybe? Let's hide the purple and see what we got. Yep, I think that works for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and say officially that this line art is done. I'm gonna label this the line art layer. And I'm gonna lock that layer. And then these two layers that were sketch layers, I'm gonna go ahead and delete them because we don't need them anymore. And now it's all about coloring. So we're gonna start coloring this beautiful character by Winter. And what I really enjoy about digital art is that I can actually just like color pick, which is so nice. So I'm gonna try a little color picking. We'll start with this dress. I'm gonna color pick this. And then if I'm understanding how this works correctly, and I hope that I am, I think I have this line art fill tool, which if I mark the line art as the reference layer, I should be able to just go like this. Yeah, it did nothing. That's not how that was supposed to work. Refer only to editing layer, maybe? No, that's not what I wanted. Maybe it's up here. Maybe it's this one. Let's try that. That worked. Okay, cool. See, I'm still learning Clip Studio. I don't have it fully figured out yet, but I'm trying. I don't remember. I think the bow's just supposed to be white, right? Maybe? Okay, well, that was pretty close. There we go. Actually... Okay, there we go. And there, perfect. Okay, so outfit, yeah, outfit's good. We've got that part. We can color pick this like super white purpley lace color and try to do the sleeves. There we go. And then I think our bow and our buttons are kind of like also this color. And earrings. There we go. Neat. Very neat. I like that. That's cool. I like how I'm able to do that. I didn't know I was going to be able to do that, but I'm learning. See? Learning new things already on ArtFight. Pocolatte says, I do a 48 by 48 pixel, so it fits in RPG Maker. I missed a lot, didn't I? Little Princess says, what canvas size are you using? I don't know why, but I always fuss over canvas size. So this year I'm going to find one and stick with it. I did an 18, can you see this? I don't know, can you see this at the top of the screen? Kind of, you can kind of see it. It's a 1080 by 1920 pixel canvas at 300 DPI. Which currently you're seeing, I have it actually zoomed in at exactly 100%. So that was not intentional, but that just turns out that that like was the right amount of zoom. So here we are. And yeah. Let's also try to do this hair while we're in here. Actually, let's do the hair on its own layer, because it looks to me like this part is actually supposed to be part of the dress color, but we'll come back to that. There we go. Awesome. This tool is nifty. That didn't work quite like I expected it to, but that's okay. We're getting close enough. This is fine. I'm going to go over here. No, okay. Refer to other layers. Do this one. Whoops. That's okay. Alright, I'm going to now have to do this like with the actual pen and pencil moving forward, but that's okay. I got most of the flat colors done pretty quickly with that little tool, which is nice. Sorry I wasn't talking very much. I wasn't being super entertaining. I was like super focused trying to figure out how to use that neat little brush tool thing, which worked out so nicely. I'm really happy with that. I'm very surprised with it. I'm gonna go ahead and erase the pupils here on the eyes real quick, and then we're gonna come back in here and grab that color again. Oh, hang on. Just to clean up the edges. There we go. And honestly, I feel like that was like the darker color of the eyes. There was definitely more than one color in here. So let's grab that other color, and we're gonna come in here and we're just gonna kind of like get the rest of it in there. This is not all supposed to be that color, that darker color. And I'll even go a little bit lighter. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. What do you guys think? So far, I know it's just flat colors and I'm like literally just color picking, so it's not like a huge deal. But what do you guys think? Are we on the right track? Are we doing a good job here? Is she looking good? Is she looking like she's supposed to as a character? Just zoom out like a lot more on this reference so we can like just make that determination, make that decision. Yeah. Let's go ahead and add some skin tone as well. This music is a little bit carnival-y, if you ask me. Hey Perry, how is art fight going, says Totlo? Hello, good to see you. We're working on our first attack. At least I am. I'm still working on my first attack. I haven't gotten much further than that, but we are getting close to done with the first one. I decided to do Winter's character first, and I gotta say, I'm really happy with it so far. I'm gonna zoom out so you can take a look. I know that we have only just finished the flats, so we still have some work to do on like rendering and stuff, but overall super happy with how she looks. I think she's a gorgeous character. I'm excited to have drawn her, and now she just needs a little sparkle. Now that we have flats done, she just needs that little extra pop of color, you know? Yes, it's looking great, says Loto Princess. Thank you, Winter. You are cooking Perry's, says Winter. I appreciate it. Abstract looks amazing. Appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I know your guys' attacks are looking amazing too. I can't wait to see them in my notifications because I'm subscribed to probably all of you. I am not stingy with my subs. I sub to like everybody. You guys are my mutuals. We are moots on Art Fight, and I want to see what you guys are making, even if it's not for me. So if you're drawing characters for other people, I still want to see them. I'm still interested. I'm curious what you guys are making, so I like to see them. Keep them coming. I think I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm just sort of like in here with a regular layer. Maybe I should add like a multiply layer, and we can come in here and do like a little bit of like, yeah, a little bit of shading. And shade a little bit. Add a little bit of shade to this little gold button in her hair. Can add some shading to the hair itself. Let's do that. And add some like what do you call this? Like, I forget what it's called. It's like oh gosh, why am I blanking? It's, cell shading. Yeah, cell shading. We're just gonna cell shade a little bit in here. Just gonna really come in with a hard brush. Get some cell shading in there. We're not gonna hesitate. We're gonna really lean into it. There's no need to hesitate. I want them to have bold color. I just realized though, like, there's some color here that doesn't belong here. That's supposed to be like a little bit of like a little peekaboo through the hair. So we're gonna clear that out a little tiny bit. There we go. Now as far as this goes, this should be shaded because it's behind the hand a little bit. So we shouldn't be getting such strong color. Because the lighting should be like blocked a little bit from the hair and the hand in front of the hair. So we're gonna block it and create some shadow. See? Just like that. All right, I think we ran out of Renaissance music, so what do we want to listen to next? Not Renaissance, what's the new theme? Do we want to listen to like Western? Maybe we should go Western. Let's try some Western music and see what that sounds like. Oh, it's already at 100. I already pulled 100 songs, so let's do this. City Pop says Jellybone. Yeehaw says Ram. Let's do City Pop next, okay? Jellybone, we'll do that one after the Westerns. All right. Here we go. Here we go on that. I think I'm happy with the way that one looks. Yeah, I'm just gonna come in here and add some like really bold shadow. I really just wanna, I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling a nice like high contrast. I want to see these colors really, really, really come in strong. So I'm going to keep them kind of high contrast over here. Like that. I'm sorry if I keep zooming out. Like that's how I check to make sure it looks good when we're seeing the whole picture. What about you guys? Are you more into like airbrush shading? Do you like doing hard shadows like this? Do you have a different preference? What is your go-to? And if it's okay if it changes, it just depends on the drawing. Because for me, I know it does. It just depends on the drawing. It depends on my mood. Whatever I'm in the mood for is kind of what you get a lot of times with stuff like this. So I can't promise that if this is how I'm shading today, that this is how I'm going to shade tomorrow. Yeah, it's just sort of like luck of the draw and like however the mood hits, honestly. Artburger says, I like to cell shade with a little bit of soft shading mixed in, lol. Yeah, I think that's a good look. It's nice to have hard and soft shadows. It adds a lot of dimension, I think, to drawings. It can be a really good, really effective choice. Oh, I kind of like this. It's a little bit like bohemian, this song, or at least the tone or the beat so far. Okay, happy with the hair. I think next we gotta change color. So let's go ahead and shade the skin now. also love a multiply layer for shadowing, for shading, because even though you can kind of like choose your own shading colors, you don't have to multiply the same color on top of itself. It is a nice shortcut, at least for me. I find it almost always works, you know? It's almost always an effective method for getting like good color. I don't really know where I'm going with this yet. Like, how much do I want to have like the hair shade this side of the face? But I'm figuring it out. And this might be one of those times when like a soft shadow comes in handy. So like maybe I come in here and I'm like, you know, like I really would like it if all of this was just a little bit softer here. So I can grab like the airbrush. I don't know, we'll go to a 5. And just kind of come in here and soften it a teensy bit. I probably went a little too hard there towards the edges because now I'm going to get a hard line where the lasso tool is. But something a little bit more like that, maybe? And if that doesn't work, there's always the blending tool. You can always blend. You can blur, you can blend. Whoa, it's a little strong though. Let me go over here. I'm going to turn the hardness down. We're gonna go for like a little bit more of a 3. There we go, that's a little better. A little bit, that's something I can settle for a little bit like nicer. And then I'm gonna soften a little bit on this side too. Just because I want the details on the face to look nice, I don't want them to be overbearing. I want it to be a little too hard. So I'm gonna blend, whoops. Blend that out just the tiniest bit. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So we're gonna go with that. Hello, Brazier, Thought. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I think I just broke my mouse with the mouse's scrolling function. Oh no! Oh no, now you gotta click and drag like on the side of the screen like this. You gotta find the little like scroll bar like this and pull on it. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. It can be a little rough losing functionality in one way or another with your tech, your equipment. I'm gonna like also add some shadows to the fingers here. There we go. And this hand, of course, as well. This one's not getting off the hook so easily. I want to make sure that we're also giving this one some color, some depth, some, I don't know, contrast, some shape, some contour. All of those beautiful things, we want all of them. So there we go. Getting a little shape on the hand here. Keisha says I don't shade, rarely. I rarely. So you don't shade or you rarely shade. You don't have to. Shading's definitely just like an extra step if you want to. I'm actually gonna add another layer here because I'm not super happy with the face quite yet. So I'm gonna add like a glow layer, a little bit of a glow layer. And I think I'm gonna try, I don't know. I'm gonna try to like lift some of this because I think I made it a little bit, maybe just a tiny bit too dull. There we go, that's a little better. The chin's a little strong. We'll dull that a little bit, but add a little color here. Yeah, slightly better, slightly better. Overall, might want to soften it. A little bit strong. I definitely want to add some highlights to the hair, but I'm going to wait until I finish shading, and then I'm going to come back in with that highlight for the hair. So give me just a second to wrap up shading here. So we're gonna, maybe not that dramatically, maybe this much. Let's get these sleeves, let's get the dress, let's get the bow, and then we're gonna come in with some highlights, and we're really gonna make this pop. Oops. The eraser needs to go back to a normal eraser. Whoops. Should have done that first. But that's okay. We're back. We're back. We're back. We got this. I'm also going to like double shade the inside of the sleeve because that definitely needs to be darker than the outside so we can kind of like see that layer a little better. You know what I mean? All right. And then we'll come in here and we'll add a little shadow here. Gonna do a little shading. And then here too. I really want to make it look like we're getting a cast shadow off of like the lace here. Do you guys do cast shadows? Like I don't always know where to put a shadow. Like I gotta do a lot more studying. Like study photographs, study art, I don't know, study a lot of stuff in general. But one of the things I could really work on better is understanding shadow and where to put it. And right now I just try to put it like where it makes sense. I think about like, where's the light gonna hit? Where's the light not gonna hit? If I don't know, then I start looking at like, what I usually base it on is like, well, is there something blocking the light? And in this case, like, yeah, this lace is blocking the light because it goes over the sleeve. So I'm gonna drop a cast shadow off of the lace onto the sleeve and little things like that. Like that's kind of how I make those decisions. And then we'll also put like a little bit of a shadow, whoops, not on her hand, but like right here on the dress, because the hand is layered over the dress. So that's just like more of that same principle, more of that same concept. Like I'm just adding more cast shadow. Yeah. And then I just want to come down here and kind of like give ourselves a little bit more here where these ripples are in the clothing. And I think I had, yep, a couple more up here. So I'm gonna just sort of like dot those in a little bit. And really that's kind of, oh no, wait, almost. That's almost it. I just gotta like do the bow. And then we've kind of got like most of it. Yep, now I feel like I have my shadows in place, and the only thing I really need to worry about now is adding some highlights. And then deciding if I really want to, like, if I want to do anything at all for, wow, that's not what I meant to do there. If I want to do anything at all for the background. I might not. I kind of like the clean look. I think it looks really clean. So I might just do some highlights and then keep it the way it is. Annie made it so they just finished their first attack, and it's posted on Artfight and in the Discord. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. Where's the Discord? I know it's somewhere. Let's find the Discord. I have it right here. And we will go to... Okay, here we go. Okay, so we have some Artfight attacks. Let's take a momentary break from drawing to take a look at some of your guys' Artfight attacks. So first we have JK1's first attack of 2025. I'm gonna make this bigger. Let's look at it bigger. Here we have, it looks like Nelm or Nelm, and a little crystal next to it, which is cute. This one is very colorful. I agree with you. You definitely appropriately captioned this colorful dinosaur. It is very colorful. I like the progression of stripes, how we go from like a darker green to a lighter green until it turns into a yellow and then yellow to orange. That's got some nice banding. I'm sure that has more to do with like the OP's design, but I can appreciate it. I can appreciate it. We have Juniper's got some fighting going on with a friend of theirs on Artfight. They have a chain started already. I do love an Artfight attack chain. Attack chains are pretty awesome if you can get them going. I'm a big fan of attack chains. Here is 2 attacks so far. This is quite the perspective. That's got to be a challenge. This was a challenging angle, and it looks amazing. I have to say, you really, really, really looks good. Keep it going. Keep your Artfight chain going. This one is from Annie Made It, and they had told us in the chat that this is their first attack. So here we are looking at Annie Made It's first attack. This is Joey. It looks like it's got like a little Punisher poster in the background here. This background, by the way, you put a lot of effort into the background. It's not just character art, it's good background art too. And a reflection in the mirror. I can see the back of the character here in the mirror as well. That's really good. You put a lot of effort into that. That's an A+ first attack. And here's the reference image. It looks so good. You really did such a beautiful job. That looks really good. We have Briar Rose here. Just wanted to be part of the gang. You are part of the gang. Almost done with this attack. You just need a few more tiny versions. This is what you were talking about, where you were doing like almost like a character reference sheet because it's a simple shaped character. I gotta say, I like this one the best, because it looks all like digitized. It's really cute. I like the pixelated look to it. It's really nice. Oh, and this one with like the dead eyes. It's funny. Here's a work in progress from Villain. They've got like a whip going on here. I'm assuming this one up in the corner is the reference. Like up here is your reference art in the corner, and then here you're doing a very symmetrical portrait. I struggle. I'm gonna be honest, like the anthro type characters are the hardest for me. I struggle with them. So you're doing a really good job already. This looks really good. The ears look really good. We have one here. This is your username is hidden. I gotta unhide it. This is Tommy Cerberus. Hello, Tommy. Look at this. This is so gorgeous. I love the halftones. Look at the character. Stunning character. Look at the waviness in the fins of this character. They've got such beautiful like pleats. And this up here, the way you've drawn like the seaweed looks so good. I like how, I think this is like a waterfall. It looks like a waterfall behind the rocks. The detail in here, the setting, it's so serene. It's so beautiful. This looks so good. Winter says, sorry, Perry, I gotta go, but I'm really excited to see the finished piece. Oh, good, good, good. Go, go, go. You can go. I want to be able to surprise you at least a little bit when you see the final. I'll catch you later. I'm glad that you made it to the stream. Thank you for being here. Ram said I had to redo it like 10 times. You didn't like how it looked. Are you talking about, Ram, are we talking about... What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Are we talking about this guy? Are we talking about the ears? If you... 1 second. Sorry about that, I had to take a call, but we are all good and we are back now. This looks so good, Tommy Cerberus. I am amazed by this. It looks beautiful. We are gonna keep going though. I want to finish this on stream, even though Winter's not here to see it. We'll surprise her. We'll surprise Winter with the final. I do want to add some glow here. We've got like, What will this look like if I do this? Oh, no, 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 no. Actually, that's kind of cool. That was accidental, but it was kind of cool. What if I did that on purpose, but like in a different spot? What if we did this like... Nope. It's not working the same. It doesn't look the same as it did the first time. That's fine. We don't gotta go there. That's fine. We don't need that. We don't need it. We can do something cool without that. Oh my gosh, everything's like huge though. I don't want everything to be like that huge. Let's try something a little smaller. That's kind of cool. I think I'll move it down slightly though. And maybe even rotate it. Excuse me. I think just a slight fade. I apologize for the coughing, you guys. That did not do what I wanted to do either. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe a slight blur. A blur might be what I'm looking for. Maybe what I really want is to blur it a little bit. Okay, nope. That's not what I want either. We'll just leave it as is. We'll come back to this. I need to continue with highlighting, so let's continue with that. I'm gonna do... Let's do... What kind of a mark do I want to make? It's kind of funny because sometimes I'll just spend the whole time drawing. I'll just keep using the pencil brush and forget that I have other options, but then I'll be like, but what if I could have made it cooler? What if it could have looked so much better if I had just paid attention to like what all my brushes do and like tried all the options? But then, you know, it's not always like, it doesn't always do anything special, you know? Sometimes it might, but sometimes it just doesn't. I don't know. Let's see, what do we got in here? Hairbrushes, and we'll go up here to like the sheen thingy, and we'll tone it down quite a bit because holy guacamole, you know, like, whew, that's something. I'm gonna move this down to right above this layer, and then I'm gonna like, I think I can make it do, what's that thing called where you can make a layer like, is this the button? Clip to layer below. Yeah, a clipping mask, like a clipping layer. Kill Art Block says Nebulix. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we are here to kill some art block for sure. That's what we want to do. We want to kill art block. We want to make sure that we are just crushing it every day of Art Fight to the best of our ability. So let's do that. I'm going to, I think that's pretty good. As far as like this hair highlight goes, we'll do another one here. And then we'll do like here, because that looks kind of cool. And here, a little bit. Maybe not there. That's a little better. It's just so subtle, you know, we just need to go behind the hair, or behind the hand a little teeny bit. And then maybe over the head. Like just maybe over the top of the head here, like this. What do you guys think? Oh, we missed a spot. We missed this spot. We don't want to miss that spot. Masking layer since Poke Latte? Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking for, was masking layer. I think I sort of want to try a little bit of texture for some of this other stuff because it's looking a little too sleek. And I want to add just a slight amount of texture in here. So we're going to do that right here with the sleeves. We're going to add a little texture to those. Maybe we can do the same thing with a bow. Add a little texture to this bow. There we go. And, I feel like I do sort of want to give a background just so I can add a little bit of sparkle to her. Like, but I want it to show up, and if the background's white, we won't see it. So maybe we should think about like a little bit of the background, just a little bit. Maybe not like that. I kind of feel that. I can feel that a little bit. I'm going to come in here and color the whites of her eyes though, because they're not white. And I'm just realizing this. Oh, no. I just want, I don't want to color over the irises. I just want to make the whites of the eyes white. There we go. Just that part. Just that little itty bitty bit. There we go. I think, so this is the hair glow. I'm gonna lock that actually. And then this is the facial glow. Okay, we're gonna lock that because I don't want to mess with that either. We're gonna start a new glow layer. We'll do color dodge. Why not? Looks epic, says Nebulix. Thank you. I think she'll love it. I hope so. I really do like the background. I think it added something. I don't know. It's like, I think it added something for me. I want to experiment though. I have like all these brushes and this is a magical girl. I feel like there should be some like magical girl stuff happening, you know? Like maybe we need a little bit of sparkle, you know? Just a little bit. I just also don't want to like cover up like the whole outfit though. So I will take care of this one teeny little sparkle that I didn't like where it was, and I'll leave the rest for now. I think the rest of these are fine. Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that. So then let's start another layer and see what else we can do. Let's just keep going until we figure out where we're happy with it. We've got some prisms. I'm gonna add some prism particles. I just don't want them going over her face, you know, that just doesn't seem like the right place for them. That could be okay. What about some sunlight brushes maybe? That looks weird. I also just don't even know what color I'm using. I'm just using plain white. Like maybe we don't want to use just plain white. I have a brush in here. Oh, look at these. Wait a minute. What if we had some kind of fun sparkles going around the hand? Yeah. Okay. Hang on. I think we can do this. I think we can pick up like a darker blue. We can make this slightly bigger. And she said she's like a magical girl and she does like some kind of ice magic-y stuff. So maybe that's something we should think about. Like maybe we do some ice magic-y stuff. But let's see what that looks like with different blend modes, because maybe there's a better one? This music is chill. It's less Western and way more like Bahama-y, summery music in my opinion. But I'm not mad at it, I like it. Huh, I don't like that. I kind of like the blend mode, but I don't like the way that looks. What's texture? What does texture do? What do I have in texture? Okay, I don't like that. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. We've got some magical effects here. We'll figure something out. Do you guys have like a favorite magic brush that you use in your drawing software? Or if you're a traditional artist, do you have like a specific brush that, or like a sponge or a tool or something that makes like a magical splatter or anything like that? You have a favorite? There's like all of these magic brushes that are just a little too dense. I don't know what to do with them. They just feel way too dense. I don't know. You could do something maybe like this, possibly. I don't know if I like it. Maybe if we like, again, roll through some blend modes and find something we like. Also though, like I can also outline them to see if it looks any better with like a white light outline. which I don't know that it does. I don't know. I'm not really loving this. Yeah, I think that the magic's just not working. It doesn't look good. I don't like it. Let's continue with something else. That's not it. Oh, more ice on the borders maybe. Oh, there we go. Yeah, if we put them around the edges, it might look good. It might look better than that. I also have... I have like stuff like this, which is pretty cool. We could try... Oops. I definitely need a different layer because I forgot that I put a white border on that one. We try something like... Whoa! Okay, hang on. I don't hate that. Yeah, that's cool. We could have her do like a... Like it could look like she's casting something there. Right? Like that looks like... That kind of looks like a magic thingy. Yeah, I just need to get the shape how I want it. That's not how I want it. But it's close. It's a lot closer to what I want. That looks pretty good. What if I just dragged out the edges a little bit? Let me zoom in so you guys can see kind of what I'm doing here. Because that kind of looks like an ice, like a, gosh, what am I trying to say? It just kind of looks like ice shards, but like forming a semicircle, you know? I think so anyway. That could be cool. I think I'm gonna go crazy if I keep drawing the little guy for my attack, but must keep going since Briar Rose. Our breaker meal break, but I will get back. I will be getting this batch done soon. Done no matter what. I believe in you. You totally can do it. It's only day one, says Artbreaker. Take a break if you need it. I agree. Don't burn yourself out. It's a long month. We have so much time. So please make sure that you're allowing yourself the time to do that. To rest, recharge, and keep going another day if you need it. I think I'm really happy with this effect. I didn't even know that I was going to try to do an effect until just now. So here we are. We're doing this effect. I think I do kind of want a little bit of texture in the background though. I don't know what kind of texture I want. Let's try like maybe this, like just a little bit of the wet wash there. Just trying to give this thing, and I'm gonna do free transform here. I think that line in the middle is just a little bit much, so I'm going to drag it down a tiny bit to get it where I want it. And then maybe even tone it down the slightest bit. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. I just want to add a tiny bit of highlight to the dress, and then I really feel good about this. What do you guys think? Let's figure out a color. I think it's like slightly greenish. It's got just like the teeniest little bit of green to it, this dress. So I'm gonna go with that, and I'm gonna pick like we're gonna highlight this the tiniest bit. We're just gonna kind of like, we're gonna brush in, if it will let me. We're gonna brush in. Maybe this isn't what I want to use for that. Maybe we need something different, something just a teensy little bit different. Let's go back to our brushes for a second. Not calligraphy, maybe this. Maybe this is kind of more what I'm looking for. Color Yeah, I think this is what I'm looking for. So I am just, I know I got a little quiet there. I'm like trying to focus really hard on laying down the last of these like highlight lines. And then I think this one's gonna be ready. I think we're gonna be ready with our very first attack of 2025, which I am very excited about. I know some of you guys are already beat me to it. Some of you have already done your first attacks of 2025. But this is gonna be mine. This is my first attack of 2025. And I'm still very, very excited for it. All right, and then just a tiny bit here. Just because I can. Just want to add that little extra, just pop of magical glow. We're gonna do like a little glow dodge here, and I'm gonna just add a little extra, just a little extra in a small couple of spaces. A little bit extra. This got like a little beachy boy vibe to it, don't you think? Gosh, you guys are so fast, says Nebulix. Done with my Texas Ram. Yeah. Yeah, some folks just got it like that. Some folks are just super, super quick. I am not one of them. I mean, the stream has been, how long have I been streaming? I don't even know. However long it's been, that's how long it took me to draw this, and it's just one attack. So, I did wait until stream started to start drawing, so I didn't draw like for the first hour of Art Fight. I waited, just because I had to like prepare and like eat food first and make sure that I was ready to do a stream. So here we are. Okay, maybe just maybe like teensy little extra glow in the hair. I don't even know if that's showing up, but I just want to give it like that little extra chance. Ooh, I like this, like a little bit of an outline around the hair. Oh my gosh, I could just keep going forever. If I don't find a stopping point, I will just keep going. I will just keep adding more and more and more to each drawing. It's hard to stop sometimes. Anybody else have that problem where you're just like, oh, just one thing, one more thing, one more thing, one more thing, one more thing, and then one more thing, and then one more thing? Or is it just me? Do you guys like also have a really hard time finding your stopping point? Because right now, I'm having a really hard time finding a good stopping point. I'm just like going and going and going. Because like putting a little glow around this hair all of a sudden seems like the right thing to do. So that's what I'm doing. I just really want, it's got like a little bit of like a tiny bit of sticker effect. It gives it that like little extra outline. And I am really excited to see this once I get done outlining the hair, because I really do think that's gonna look super good. So let's make sure we're not missing any pieces. Let's get all of them. All right, this one's a Western-y song. This one I can tell is got like Western vibes. The rest I'm not so sure were labeled correctly, but this one definitely. All right, guys, what do you think? This is my finished piece. I am so happy with this. I love it, personally. I personally love it. I'm gonna zoom back out so you can see our reference image real quick in the corner. So this is our reference. It's got a little bit more detail on the outfit than what I drew, but I think it's okay. The original designer was in the chat earlier and said it's okay to change the outfit a little bit. So I have confirmation that that was okay. So I don't think it's gonna be a big issue if we did that a little bit. But yeah, you guys, I am so happy that you chose to come to stream. I'm so happy that you chose to do Art Fight this year. We're gonna keep it up, so definitely come back for more. I'm gonna schedule some more streams. You guys will see them pop up in your notifications, I hope. And if not in your notifications, then keep an eye on Discord, because I will definitely drop the links there, so you guys can always find out what's coming next. And yeah, I also look forward to seeing your attacks in the Discord and on Art Fight, the website. I will definitely keep my eyes open for those, and I will see you guys again soon. This has been so much fun. I hope you guys will come back for more. Make sure to subscribe if you didn't subscribe. Make sure to like the video if you didn't like the video. And I will see you again very soon. Have fun with Art Fight. I'll catch you later. Bye!